Sounds like a fine plan. Okay.
Here we are.
So here we are at the Secret Gallery.
This is it.
The first edition of the Secret Gallery podcast. I'm happy with calling it the Secret Podcast, live from the Secret Gallery.
Not live.
I did a podcast once, and we thought we were so slick, and we were doing a chess podcast.
Okay. So
and we would drink whiskey while we were doing the chess podcast, and it was unlistenable because we both had glasses with ice in them.
Okay.
And throughout the whole thing, we're talking, but we're also clinking our ice around in the glasses. And so you just heard like clink, 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 clink.
Which were closer to the mic. You probably drowned out the speaking. But what was that? Would you say like moving King 7 to do all the codes so you could follow at home?
Yeah, it was mostly like him whooping my butt in chess and me making jokes about it.
Okay.
And
did people try to listen?
No, I don't think anybody listened.
But is it out there still?
I don't even know if it's out there still. Cause I was just so embarrassed by all the clinking noises. You know, it's like if you record something and like all you hear is the mouth noises, or like LL Cool J. Like if you listen to LL Cool J on headphones, I don't know if you ever noticed this, but you will next time.
Okay.
He has terrible breathing noises. Like between every sentence he says or every phrase he says, he'll just do this like, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Jeez, you'd think that his producers would have fixed that.
Yeah.
They would have taken that out. Maybe they thought that was like his signature thing.
It's terribly annoying once you notice it.
Well, and I will notice it because that's the only song that and Around the Way Girl.
Yeah.
Those are my the two that I had the singles from. When it wasn't a comeback, but
yeah, don't call it a comeback.
He had been here for years.
Yes, and then something else you can't remember.
Suckers and Fears.
Suckers and Fears. Frying MCs like a pound of bacon.
That was Vanilla Ice, I think.
Yeah.
I think both LL Cool J would be embarrassed to be put in that same sentence, but Vanilla Ice probably feels he was lifted up. Oh! More removed from pop culture these days, because you're making your own.
That's right.
You write books and run a gallery and
like,
print stuff.
Jello Biafra says, become the media.
Yes, exactly. Never consume, always create. So I've been consuming not much Vanilla Ice. Again, I think that was...
I have one of his like a second album.
I was a fan for just when that first.
I wasn't really into him. His name is Kaimana. He's the Hawaiian rapper. He's got a song called Hawaiian Punch.
Okay.
Hawaiian punch you out. I'm gonna knock it out. Every time I come around, Hawaiian's gonna knock it out. Something like that.
Okay.
Turns out he's also a Christian rapper. So he's like Christian Hawaiian punch rap.
Kept the teachings of Christ close to their heart.
Yeah.
And he raps about Hawaiian punch.
Kaimana.
Kaimana. Okay.
Yeah.
And here's that.
Yeah. Come on. Aloha and welcome everybody. Shout out to my peeps in Maui and in the Lulu. Check it out, here comes the punchline. Hawaiian punch you out, I'm gonna knock it down. Every time I come around, Hawaiian's gonna punch it out.
I gotta say, I like it already.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right? It's catchy. The rest of the album blows. But, you know, like that song.
Here it is, I'm still in the biz, making all y'all dizzy. Higgy, popping hip hop, leaving drop tune guitars and stars, going to Mars and maybe cat back to the balls. It's a real life story. what I'm talking about. And now I'm making you doubt. 1, are you having fun? 2, what you gonna do? 3, what's the matter me? 4, no more gone, it's on. It's a luau, too bad, so sad. In plaid, all pow, oh wow. Take a bow right now, help me out. Anyone, everyone, everybody say Hawaiian punch you out. I'm gonna knock it down. Every time I come around, Hawaiian's gonna punch it out. Hawaiian punch you out. I'm gonna knock it down. Every time I come around, Hawaiian's gonna punch it out. Hoppa howlies, got another owie with another wowie with a little bumpin', yo jumpin'. Kinda wanna bounce and announce to the house, everybody bounce. Arise, it's alive, it's arisen, broke out of prison, back to the lore of the core of the vision, wishing the mission, success at best, put the rest to the test. It's a remix with the hits coming from 2 turntables and a microphone, all alone on stage, a new page in the book. I took one look and I shook like a Wookie lookie. Kinda playing hooky, they say low, cause I'm rolling solo, still doing BOGO with a bit of techno, wow. Do you hate me now? Hawaiian punch you out. I'm gonna knock it down. Every time I come around, Hawaiian's gonna punch it out. Hawaiian punch you out. I'm gonna knock it down. Every time I come around, Hawaiian's gonna punch it out.
The rest of the album is, a little bit too Jesus-y for me.
This one rides the fine line where it's not just obviously about the Lord.
These guys are so boring.
Well, why don't we talk about
I hate you! Get out of here! Get out! I hate you! I hate you, Bilbo! I hate you! I'll miss you. Hey, Mom! We want corn dogs! Corn dogs! Corn dogs are pure perfection! Hey, Mom! We want corn dogs! Corn dogs!
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us about what you're up to with your collage. Let's talk about any potential litigation that there might be in the future with regards to your your art.
The United States.
Yes.
He takes it pretty seriously.
Yes.
I get a little irritated when somebody calls me away from my golf.
Funny, wasn't it? We had a good laugh here in the studios of the Secret Gallery, the Secret Studios. Come by sometime, and you can have a tour here at the Secret Gallery of the Secret Studios. If you are a super fan and you bring your proofs of purchase and the 6-digit code, 615-883, typewritten. If you have that, you can see the gallery. Beginning of an investigation against me, profiting from your tax dollars. But those labels were donated to me. I didn't. Those were thrown away. They were deemed unshippable labels. Unshippable labels. Yeah,
Is that how it works?
There's pastel usually all over them, and glue and paper.
Yeah,
and,
so they're just like rejects.
Yeah, and then I take them and I add a little something. But already, really, they've been given to me already collaged and already. I guess it's like when you take a bill that's no longer good and the government can no longer use that as legal tender. They have to destroy it. They shred those. So they give me the old labels.
Yes.
I know a guy who knows the
Right.
and the poster is, of course, charged carry out the jobs of the general. So I'm really working. I work for the President of the United States right
That's
now.
amazing.
I work for Donald J.
So
Trump.
they have like all these shipping labels that have been rejected because they have pastel all over.
For one reason or another, some kid drew on them, or
Yeah.
they got glue spilled, and then there's just people put stuff. They can't ship with them. They can't ship them anywhere. So they give them to the guy who gives them to the guy, and then they are dropped off in the drop box. Suddenly, it's full of these slightly dinged up, second-rate shipping labels that can't be used to ship. So what do we do with them?
What do you do with them?
They still have adhesive on them. They're still a good sticker.
Yeah.
I take it and I give it a second life as a piece of art.
Yeah, boy!
And package them up nicely.
Package them up nicely, and your Chapman original stickers. Wouldn't you prefer if all garbage could be recycled into art?
I kind of feel like this is the thing I want to spend my tax dollars on.
Yes, and in a way you already have.
Yeah.
You've spent the tax dollars.
You have some really interesting things, and you're doing some work with clowns lately.
Bad boys of all kinds. Yeah, babies, childhood, growing up. We've got a developmental, medical. It really runs the gamut. I don't like to say that, but I have here, runs the gamut.
If you're going to run something.
Those are made in China. These stickers, all of them made in the United States of America. Every little bit.
God bless.
Yes, God bless America.
God bless it.
God bless Kaimana for spreading the word of Jesus. Kaimana, I got it now. He's the Hawaiian Lord rapper.
Hawaiian Lord rapper. God bless the Kirkland Pinot Grigio that's been sitting in the gallery here since the last art walk.
Yeah, you could say you're doing God's work by finishing it off. It displays a fragrant bouquet of crisp apple with a hint of white flowers.
What's new? How is the world treating you?
But yeah, we've got this new show coming up. It's a Western-themed show.
Is that your horse?
It's titled, Is That Your Horse? So this is an actual question that someone asked us. And Christina will know what we're talking about. There was a rocking horse down in the basement, and we had nothing to do with that rocking horse, but pretty much anything that happens in this building that's unsavory or out of the ordinary is blamed on us.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we had a visitor up here from the lower level, the underground.
Good people down there.
Good people down there.
We just stay separate up here. We're just not apart.
Yeah.
Not to blame, not to thank.
No, I mean, thanking and blaming at the same time, perhaps, but
you're the ringleader of the shit show yourself.
It's been said that I'm the ringleader of the shit show, and I maybe changed my business cards. But
I like instigator.
But this was the is that your horse was the question, and so it became sort of a secret gallery motto: is that your horse?
Was it accusatory?
It was kind of an accusatory, like, is that your horse that has been down there for a month, and I don't know whose horse it was, but it certainly wasn't our horse.
Is it still could it be our horse? Is the horse left?
God, I wish it was. It might be.
Maybe you should have taken credit and said, it is our horse.
Should have taken the horse, but the horse is no longer there, or maybe the horse got put into storage, or someone made the horse their horse, and so, the question here is, no, that's the other person's horse.
Somebody rode it off into the sunset.
The horse. So anyway, we've got this Western show, and the title of it is That Your Horse? We have an opening on March 14th here. We're going to have all Western-themed artworks in here, where the subtitle of the show is Discovering the Old and New American West.
That's a good title.
It is pretty good. We've got works from Colin Chillag.
I'm looking at one right now. Yeah, Western Family. So Western Family depicts cross-eyed youth of late 70s, early 80s hairstyle.
I mean,
some people that are definitely a family. This old guy.
This painting really upsets some people.
Really?
We're running some ads on Facebook with this painting, and one person commented that they would rather get a lobotomy than to have to see this painting again.
I love this painting, and good art should disgust the people and make them upset, be controversial. This is wonderful. It's funny. It's the kind of faces that I just think are funny that I would laugh at, and these people, they seem like they're in on it. The immense, never-ending expanse of the western sky. Yeah. There's just enough of that, and then you see some mesas in the background. Yep. This could be Arizona. This could be Wyoming, Montana, perhaps.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll have to ask, but it is the West, and
could be South Dakota.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it could be the Four Corners.
Corners.
It seems like that's what they would want.
Awesome.
That you said it's a 4 foot by 4 foot painting. I don't know what that would go for.
4 foot square painting. You can check it out on our website.
Absolutely.
See it in real life starting on March 14th.
And I'll be here as the clown.
Yes, you will.
And of course, the website, as always, www.
There's no www.
There's no W's. Those are done.
It's just thesecret.gallery.
Thesecret.gallery.
And a lot of people say, we go to secret.com. No, there's no .com.
There's no .com.
We are post.com.
It's a .gallery.
It's .gallery.
There's no W's anymore.
Secret.gallery.
How does that work? This is your business. How does that work? How does the internet? No, you could just change the way.
Work?
No, how does why do the W's not matter? How is it not a .com?
The W's were always just a convention. It's just something that people started doing. Like
you didn't have to put them in.
No, no.
Sometimes you put them in, they take you somewhere else.
When you set up the web server, the W's aren't required. It's just kind of like people did it because to distinguish from like other things like FTP. The secret gallery.
They want to make sure that you're on the World Wide Web.
They want to make sure that you're on the World Wide Web, but these days it's kind of seen as a little bit goofy to have the www.
Okay.
And so in the tech community, which is my background, everybody just is dropping the www, not like even
It started in Michigan, did it not?
the internet?
No, the dropping.
Oh, the dropping of the www? I don't know about that, but I mean, sure, yeah, why not? I mean, and so, if you got like dropping the beat or dropping the bass or whatever they do in the techno, maybe that started in Detroit, and that's where the dropping of the W. But let me talk about the other artists who are in this show, because Colin, let me just go on the list here. Colin is insanely good. He's a portraitist from Phoenix. This guy has work in museums all over the world. We are so fortunate to have him here, but he did the Dale Irby series that we had here back in August, and we have a lot of his works online, and he's going to have some new works. These are brand new, never before shown anywhere in the world works. They're going to be in the Secret Gallery starting March 14th, which that is a really big deal.
That's no secret.
We've got Hickory Mertzing, who is coming to us courtesy of the River Sea Gallery. He shows there a lot. They are allowing us to show a couple of his works here for this show. He has done some fantastic paintings of guns and coffee and Western still lifes. Great.
Yes, very good man. Good stuff.
Case Beer, she's from Portland. Her work so far is a surprise. She hasn't revealed what she's working on, but Case Beer is a writer, a painter, and she does some amazing stuff, and we're going to have that here as well.
Her reputation precedes her. We don't need to see anything.
Yes, and
she's just that good.
Yeah. Sam Vaughn, who we had here back in the fall, he is a master printer and draftsman. The guy does stone lithography, which is a just archaic process, and he collects these books. He's got a book. He showed me. I was visiting his art cave there in Berkeley, California. Wow. He's got these books from the 1600s with all the like really elaborate drawings and etchings and just crazy stuff. He is a bit of a what's the word?
Collector?
He's a collector, but what's the word for that? He's probably some kind of a file. Morrison Pierce. Morrison Pierce recently returned from the Art Basel in Miami, down there taking the art banana world by storm. And the taped bananas thing. You see the taped banana thing?
No.
Yes, Morrison is back in town. He is going to have several works. I've already seen them. They're quite good. Some cowboys and cowgirls and cows and horses. They're going to be here in the gallery for this show. The man is a painting machine. He is prolific as hell. It's incredible how hard he works and how much work he turns out. So it's gonna be a really cool show. And on the opening night, we're going to have a pony.
Really, a real pony?
An actual pony.
And people can ask, "Is that your horse?" And you can say, "Yes, we rented this horse
Yes.
Don't step over there.
Right. So, I'm going to be on cleanup duty.
These guys are so boring.
Don't allow the impaired customer to talk you out of the rational decision you've made. When dealing with difficult customers, be sure you remain calm. It helps to remember that the customer is the one with the impaired judgment, not you. Get help. Tell the manager or other servers. Sometimes, even the hostile customer's friends can help diffuse the situation. Occasionally, you may even need to call the police. Avoid a fight. Can anyone tell me why this is an important rule to follow?
Fights are bad for business, and someone could get sued, right?
That's correct. Fights are bad for business and could easily result in a lawsuit. Very good. Please click Third-Party Liability and Drinking and Driving Laws to continue. But they can never follow illegal activity areas prohibited.
Well, something they used to do in the parades, there's a clown who would go around with a can of shaving cream and a jar of cherries, and there'd be a horse plop on the parade on the street, and he'd drive up in his little car and he'd hose it down like with whipped cream and put the cherry on top. Everyone really got a kick out of that.
So he wasn't like officially sanctioned for that wasn't like
it was just a gag that
wasn't
one of the
his
clowns.
job.
No, but I think if you'd like me to do that, we'd probably just want to get it up and out as soon as possible with the real horse. It's not a street. You don't want to, even if it would be funny.
Yeah.
You don't want it to sit there and reek.
It's not a bad idea, though.
I think a diaper on a horse, though, there's just something not natural about that.
No. Does that something happens?
If I were to have a horse in my home, I would probably have it diapered, but then that might be some sort of a cruelty to animals.
Oh, speaking of cruelty to the animals. We are thinking about doing this event. We're planning on doing this event come like September time. Late September. We're going to have a crab race.
Okay.
So, Jill's brother Gabe lives on this tiny island of Egg in Scotland. Maybe there are 3 or 4 people who live on this island. He had a brewery there. The man is a genius musician. He also had this idea to bring a crab from Scotland. They have this really mean son of a bitch crab that they raise there off the Isle of Egg. And then we will get some of our famed Oregon Dungeness crabs.
Okay.
And we'll line them up, and we'll put them to the test, and we'll have them race. So we'll have a starting line, we'll have a finishing line. We're going to sell raffle tickets, and the winner gets a fabulous prize, which may be a trip to either Scotland or to Astoria, depending on your starting location. What do you think about this idea, Will? I mean, does this raise any red flags for you?
No, I think first I think there should be some sort of some borders that they have to run in, like the bumper lanes in a bowling lane, where a crab might get disoriented and decide he wants to come back home to his manager, his trainer,
right?
Or he wants to go check out what's left of the fly. This is in September. Fly's gone, but just whatever's on the wall. Maybe he or she, the crab, decides, I'm not going to go straight. I'm not going to race that other crab.
There's going to be some good art here in September, so it might be.
And the crab is no exception. It's going to be tempted to go over and take a gander too. So you have to have maybe blinders on them. You have to have something at the end that they want. Some rotten chicken meat, something a crab would really go for.
Boiling pot of water.
Well, and that's the thing, too, is I think that the winner, well, the crab that wins is obviously the strongest and the largest and the most virile, potent,
right,
lively crab to make so that's the best one to eat. So you're going to want to cook that one
now,
and then
we're going to be giving these crabs names, and
well, it doesn't make it taste any worse.
Shane thinks this is a bad idea. Shane thinks we're going to get in trouble. Is that for real?
No.
Okay. To you, I mean, as a chef, you're like, a crab, we throw the crab into boiling water while it's alive.
Seasoned boiling water, yeah.
So encouraging the crab to race to the end of a track, and then, like, we're going to treat the crab like a pet. Afterwards, we're going to let the crab free on 10th Street, you know, and be like,
that crab's going to
continue on with your life, crab.
The difference is whether we eat the crab or some street hound eats the crab.
Yeah.
That crab doesn't have it's like a crab out of water, you know. It's a crab out of water story about a crab that's far from home. He's not going to make his own way here.
Yeah. This could be in our Western show.
The humane thing to do would be to give the crab a nice home and a dinner in its honor here for us.
Right, totally.
But you aren't going to have it. It's not going to know either way. You're not going to have it race toward the boiling water.
No.
It doesn't have to know the boiling water is in its future, but it's not sentient anyway. It doesn't, and we can argue about this all day long, and I know you're not going to take the opposite position, but the crab doesn't feel anything. The crab is here for us. We're at the top of the food chain.
I used to know a guy who wouldn't eat broccoli.
Oh, the broccoli feelings.
Did I tell you this before?
No, I've heard of it, though.
You've heard of this?
People think that broccoli, has some sort of a capacity for pain.
Like a nervous system.
Yes, a nervous system, that's right.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I kind of become obsessed with Moby Dick.
I heard your reading of your
yes
alternate clown history.
Clown history of Moby Dick, or Moby Clown. Keep this floor immaculate for you.
Mm-hmm.